Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of the... So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Whoa. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, is going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field.
The Chargers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll let one go down the middle. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Texans.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. 2nd and 11. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
You know, like, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
He'll be near a 1st down, but he's going to come up about a yard short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the Texans' 27-yard line.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, LA. And a special moment as the rookie catches his 1st NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I can recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago. And the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. So after 1, the Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
1st down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That is a big play for L.A. It's a gain of 43 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
So the ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Texans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Complete to Cooper. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd and 2. First down and more inside the 15. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Chargers stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Texans offense getting set to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Here's the punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drop. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chargers stretch things out even further.
Texans 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now, faking the give. He's going to air this one out, looking for Cooper. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First down, Texans.
They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. He'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Third and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
One final throw before the break. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Chargers 35. Texans
Okay, Mike, thanks
3.
very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. The Panthers continue their winning ways. They are 3-0 now to start the new year.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a third down and 4. incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. A hit, and he has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll try the right side this time. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll air one out. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Chargers will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A quick slant into the hands of Cooper. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Quick throw, taken in, and that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Houston.
Back to the air one more time. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. A gain there of 11. 1st down for Houston.
1st down, Texans.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up there to Cooper.
The most impressive thing about this...
Jim Harbaugh unhappy with the officials, didn't like that call,
Previous play is under
and he
review.
throws the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Texans. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
On the return, it's Williams. Oh, yeah. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they'd come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be brought down, but what a run down to the 40.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. This will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So, with a 4th and goal looming, we reached the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. This from 34 yards. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Quick throw out wide. It is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Texans first down.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction. Defense. Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
First down, Houston.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here's 2nd and 9. look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string them out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take them down for a loss.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now a give on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Makes the score Chargers 45, Texans 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And a fair catch called for and taken in, although we do have a flag down, so we're going to have to sort this one out.
Automatic first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We have a tight end motioning left here. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
It probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
A quick slant into the hands of Cooper. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, 3rd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A tight end in motion now. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Motion man is the tight end going right. Quick throw, taken in. Here's 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go with a counter on 1st down, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.